Hey guys, this is Michael here, your Millionaire Mentor, and I have a very big question that someone asked me recently. Now, if you're in a job right now, you're probably asking this question right now. Hey Michael, should I start to invest first or should I start a business first? So what do you guys think? So before I give you the answer right now, put in a comment and tell me what you think about this answer for you guys right now, okay? And if you actually like what you're actually watching right now, don't forget to click the subscribe and like button where I can answer more of your questions and guide you towards your success in life. Okay, so let's get started right now. So now, here's the thing. I'm going to do a quick comparison between investment versus businesses over here. I'm going to give really quick pointers on how you can get started in both, and then you guys can decide which one do you want to do first, okay? So first and foremost, a lot of people asking first, which one can I do? And most of the time, the big question you're going to ask is, do I need to quit my job? And the answer is no. In both investments and in business, you can do it part-time. And I would recommend to most people over here that are considering to start one of this to never quit your job and always take a part-time first. So in investment, it's really easy to start investing part-time. This is more easy than in business because why? You just need to pick up a book or go into YouTube, open a trading account, or even on the weekend start looking for the properties, and eventually you could use that time to actually find the deals that you want, or even during your lunch break to do those kind of things. It's actually much easier with all the apps that you have nowadays. But for businesses, it's a little bit tougher because you would need to start opening up all the accounts that you have online, do the side hustle, connect to the people, and it may take a little bit more time. But yes, it still can be done part-time, and it can be even a weekend hustle. I highly encourage to everyone over here to do it part-time first. Right now, next, what is the big difference between the two is this. In investment over here, okay, you would require more capital. Yes, my friends, right? Capital is basically needed in most general investments, right, that I know of right now. If you put into stocks, if you put into crypto, if you put into property, you would require to get a little bit more money in order for you to start over here. Now, as compared to a business, because in a business, okay, you would have less capital. I know of people who can start businesses with only $1 or $2. As a matter of fact, you can start doing a business by offering your time first. In most cases, people will do side hustles by running errands or doing side jobs on the weekends or even the late nights, which does not require to come up with any capital at all. You can even loan many of the equipments, all right, just to use it, or sometimes use your company equipments to generate the money from the business before actually eventually heading on to start your big business, right? So yes, investment takes a little bit more money as compared to business to start with. Okay, now point number 3 is a really important point over here. And I'm going to start with the business one over here. So point number 3 basically will show you the primary difference between business and investments. In business over here, you use less capital, but what happens is you end up using more time. The primary function of a business is actually to connect between products or services that you are actually offering out there to people, and you're going to connect this, okay, to customers. So what you're going to do right now is you're the person in the middle, and you have to put your time and your effort to generate all this coming in. So basically, it's still a trade of time and effort to get that money coming back. And once the customer is happy with the products and services, then you generate income, right? So that's how a business basically works. So you're going to be trading more time in order for you to do this right now. But let's talk about investment right now. And this is where the primary difference will end up. In investments, what you're going to do is you're going to start using your skills and your knowledge to trade assets, and you're going to trade it directly to make profits. So this is where you would put your skills to come in. So although it looks the same, whereby you will still have to put in some time for you to trade that asset to generate the income coming in, right? Over here, as time goes by, you tend to be busier. You tend to have more time for you to create that kind of traction to get the income coming in on a consistent basis. But in investment, it can turn relatively passive. If you have the right skills and you become pretty professional about it, it actually takes you less time to generate the same amount of money because you're not the one that's generating the money, your assets are. Right? So that's the main difference between businesses and investments right now. Okay, so the last thing I want to share about investment and business is both shares risk. Both has the same risk of actually losing your money in investments and also losing your money in business, correct? In many cases, you've seen assets actually drop in prices until you have made, lose, or run a loss. But it's the same thing as business as well. You may run a business and not be successful at it and end up losing all your money as well. So both has the risk of actually making your money to zero. So now comes this next big question right now. So Michael, what should I do? Should I actually go into investment or should I go into business? And this is where I'm going to talk to you guys about it right now. Now it depends solely on you. If you're a person just right out of college or and you believe you're going to be the next Mark Zuckerberg or the next Bill Gates and you don't want to go into a job, you say, hey, I want to go out there and hit it hard and become the next billionaire right out of school, well, you could run this. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you right now is this: if you're prepared to bootstrap yourself. What does it mean by bootstrap? Basically live on a very meager pay and suffer or maybe even not make any money. You're okay with that and just work really, really hard, maybe from your bedroom or from your parents' house until you're a success. Maybe this is a journey for you. However, if you're a person who's currently earning and living, you're already having a job, you're already making salaries coming in, but you also have expenses. You have car loans and debts to pay, or maybe you have a family to feed, and you don't want to take that risk. Jumping out of a job and starting this immediately may not be good for you, right? You may want to consider going into investment first, because this, my friend, is a little bit safer where you can do it part-time. So I would recommend for many people who are a little bit more risk adverse to start on investment first, because it just takes you a little bit more money but a lot less of your time. And it can be also something that you can do on a part-time basis. As a matter of fact, I know many investors who are multi-millionaires and still working in a job. That's right. So you don't have to really be a full-on, full-time investor in order for you to be successful. Whereas for a business person, I know no business person who is very successful still working for another company part-time. That doesn't work. Right? So there you go, this is the main difference. Now coming to the last advice I would give to many people today, if you're still scratching your head, maybe I'll give you a last pointer over here, okay? So let's just get this started. So for those of you who are still asking this question, hey Michael, alright, how do I go towards getting rich in my life in a very safe, stable way? So this will be my journey for you guys right now. If you're still considering and you're still stuck in a job and you're still asking yourself, what should I do, investment or business? My answer to you is both. Alright, but what I'll do is this first. I would recommend from a job to go into investment first. Why? Because this is something that can actually be done part-time and give you money on a consistent basis, coming in over and over and over again once you have actually mastered the skill. And this becomes what we call your residual income. And then if you still hate your boss and go like, hey, I want to be my own boss, and maybe you want to go out there and get rich, alright, and super rich, then yes, you can then start the next part of your journey over here, where once you have had enough residual income to be more than your job, then you quit your job and you can start your business. Okay, and then you can now start making massive money, and then you can go out there to get rich. So there you go. This is my little formula for those of you who are still considering how you want to go out there to be successful in your life. Something maybe to ponder about, and I hope by doing this I can help answer your questions. So no need to pick so much. If you have ambition to go out there to be successful in your life, go out there to learn how to invest, and after that go out there to do a business, and may you be successful in both and make tons of money after that. Alright, so this is Michael signing off. Till the next time round, click your like and your share, and remember to comment and ask me more questions so I can help you guys out. See ya.